Hello friends, this is Noelle at Pretty Sassy Creations. Welcome back to my channel. I thought we'd go ahead and have a play in the whatever journal. It's been a while and I have collected some trash. I thought maybe we could go ahead and add. So let's get started. Gosh, I can't even remember what the last video was. That's how long it has been. I know I did this with some happy mail I received from SuperLuckyCindy, but maybe that was the last that I did. My son. Yeah, so I have a whole slew of goodies over here that I thought maybe we'll just, I don't know, start putting down and see where we go with it. See, this would make a pretty cool belly band. So let's staple this one in. And look at all this. My gosh, it clearly has been a bit. This might be fun as a flip. So I want to make sure, as always, that I am in frame. And I am. So what have you all been up to? Tell me. I want to hear all about it. I want to take a minute to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel and coming back and hanging out with me. I love it. I'd love to hear what you may want to see in the channel. I'd be more than happy. I've got a whole bunch of things I can do, but I just don't know if they would bore everybody to death. But yeah, if there's something specific you want to see, I'd love to hear and do my best to try it. So that would be awesome. Let's see. Let's just that would be a nice little, let's see, do we tuck for their journaling spot? This, maybe we'll just do this whole page kind of junky. How's that sound? I think that sounds pretty darn good. We'll put some junk on it, and then I did pull a National Geographic. Maybe we could just throw some junk on this and then find a focal point. And that sound pretty good? I think it does. What's this? My husband's cranberry water that he loves from Aldi's, and they sell out of it faster than I can get it with my big scissors. And he just, my gosh, he loves this stuff. Go ahead and probably use double-sided tape for this one. See if we can get it to lay down. And I hope everyone's got some nice weather. It's beautiful here. I need to get out and go for a walk because take advantage of this weather. It is, I think, summer is definitely on its way. Yesterday too, my gosh, I had to pick my daughter up from work and I was early. And so I just got out and, walked, and it was just beautiful. So I'd like to do the same thing today. That would be great. But then I get in here in my craft space and it's like I don't want to leave. You ladies know how it is. All right, so got this down. Let's see now if I can get this part up. That was easy. Yay. I'm trying to think what else. Last night we went to the local baseball game, the high school. It was actually a really good game. And Conway won. So I think it's the best of 3. So tonight, I think they play in Merrill's Inlet. And then maybe back to Conway. Unless they win tonight, then I think they move. I guess they move on. I'm not quite sure how it plays out in South Carolina. I mean, I only know back from when my son was that age. And, that was a while ago, 15 years ago. So I'm sure different states and everything change. All right. That here. Gosh, lots of plasticky ones, but that's all right. I am just gonna glue. We're gonna glue and go for it. And if at a later time it comes up, then I'll add some double-sided tape. How's that sound? I think it sounds pretty good. Let's see, what else do I have since it's been a minute? So we went to a band on Friday down at the local, it's called, is it Music on the Green, that they have every Friday night in the month of May, which is pretty cool. Here's some little information about apples. Okay, come on. What else do we got? This is, as you will see, mostly food products that we have used in the last few weeks. Okay, put some glue on there. Okay, that's sticker. This will make a great tab. We'll put that down at the end though. We'll put that in there. end of the video. I got some calendar pages here. Come on, I know I have more than this. Here's some sliced beets. That's fun. I can tell you one place they did not go, and that would be in my mouth. Yeah, no, that was another Troy. He made a chicken bog the other night, and luckily he's still eating it, so I don't have to cook tonight, which is a bonus. There's much rather things I do than be in the kitchen. It's just not my thing. I cook, but I don't love it. I do it for him. There's a little painting paper I could add. But yeah, we don't really eat the same things either, and we're on different schedules for that. I mean, I do try and sit down with him when he eats, but I just try and eat once a day and then have a little snack in the early evening. You know, trying to do good. Whatever. Okay, look at us go. I like that right there. I do. So you guys working on any fun journals? You know, to be sure, any of my subbies that have a YouTube channel, let me know if I don't know, so I can subscribe to yours as well. It's always fun to watch other creators and get inspired. Am I right or am I right? All right, let's see how's that look. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I did too. Shoot, I don't know what I did with it. I probably already threw it out. Yesterday on my walk, I found a screw in the middle of the road, and I'm like, you're welcome, future flat tire. I just saved you. Let's see. All right, why don't we, this is good. Let's see what we can find maybe for a focal point in here. He's cute. I wonder if there's another panda. I love these old magazines. They have some of the best images, don't they? Looks like Cora wrote it. If you guys know who Cora is, she is another journal I work on called the Cora Journal. There's a series in the playlist, and she's a lot of fun. She's a little sassy, but she's just learning her way. Aw, kid's too old for that little bottle. Okay, but that's just my opinion. My goodness, there's got to be, there's that big panda on the front. Look at her. Oh, she's so cute. Look at the food on her face. I love it. I'm looking for basically just the pandas now that I noticed the cover. There he is. That's got to be it, you guys. Look at him or her. I don't even know. For some reason, I think all pandas are boys. My gosh. Is he not the... Yeah, he's going down. Sorry, panda, but you are going to be the focal point of my page. You are the... So I guess I don't have to say sorry since you're the star of the show here. Yeah, he's way too handsome. Living that panda life. Pandemonium. That's what we're going to call this page. Yeah, I do like him. My goodness. He's just so sweet. We got to find words. What would be good words for him? What are you looking at? My goodness. Look at him licking his chops. Like he just had a stick of bamboo. He's so cute. All right, let me see what words we have here. Hair. No, that won't work. Let's see. What's this one? Sipping. Nope, he's not sipping. Come on, we got to have something perfect. Find me at nowhere. Shoot. Up front. No. Weird. Oh my goodness. The angel share. There's bourbon from the... No, that's not going to work either. Lucky for you, there's nothing to do here. Aww, that's true if he's in the zoo, but I don't think he is, so relax and enjoy. Wonder. Funky chicken. Hot. Shoot, I'm not really finding anything that, like, works. I'm spending way too much time. All right, so to keep you from that boring looks, try and find some words. I found quit waffling. I don't know why, but it made me smile. So that's what we're going to lay down. Quit waffling. I think it means, I don't even know. I say I squirrel all the time. So I'm thinking that that's kind of what it means. So Panda is basically telling me to slow my roll. Quit waffling. At least that's what I'm going for. I don't know for sure what he's trying to say. But, okay. Hashtag done with that page. Yeah, thank goodness. Look how quick that went. You guys didn't even know how quick I could be, did you? Okay, we got one done. Yay us. Let's see. I have this tissue paper that maybe we can put somewhere. Like, where shall we put it? Is that the last page? We could put it on the last page. Yeah, that would work. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. I'm telling you. Let's see. trying to think what else. We got our daughter all moved into her new apartment. I think I told you that, and I can't remember. I need to, you know, I really, when I go this long between specific videos, I really do need, oh my gosh, what am I talking about? I started writing this down. Hang on just a minute. Whatever. Let's see. It was the sticker from Laura at the Halfass Crafter and Troy's goodie bag for placing second place out of 3, where he basically got a participation trophy. Okay, now I know where I'm at. Now I know. And it's funny, going back to that goodie bag is so funny because he's like, why is it all this old people stuff? I'm like, honey, you went to a car show to show your old car. Chances are, if you have an old car, just throwing this out there, and you're entering it into a show, there's probably a demographic there. There's probably a certain age that people do that. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know, not being judgy. I'm just, there might be a common denominator at those shows. And now you're one of them, so it's okay. And he actually was like, yeah, okay. My goodness. Okay. So there, we have a little tissue paper there. Get rid of that. I don't need every little piece. This was a sticker I found at a thrift store. So I'm like, all right, yep, we'll use it. We will use it. I'll probably wrinkle it, but we'll use it. Oh my gosh, the neighbors across the street got a new puppy. And come on, see, I told you I'd wrinkle it. Do I know myself or what? No perfection here. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what she is. But she's adorable. She is absolutely, oh my gosh, this is from my friend Bridget. Here's your squirrel that you made me, remember? Put that up there. Let's put him in somewhere fun. But anyhow, his name is, his or her name, I can't remember, is Cinnamon, and just adorable. Like, so sweet, so cute. And I like it there. That's not, yeah, I do. I like that background. Let me just make sure. But anyhow, yeah, he's just so cute. He's going to get big. He's already big, and he's a pup. I like it there, too. Yeah, I really like it there. So, yeah. So, we got a new puppy in the neighborhood. We just love puppies. I do, anyhow. I still like them when they're older, too. I mean, I've got 2 of them. One, the jury's still out. She's a pain in the butt. The other ones is, I love them both, but, you know. Look, Bridget, your squirrel is laid down. Isn't he the cutest? I love. And, you know what? I just cut up some names here. Because, you know, I name everything, but I'm kind of running out of names. I usually just do whatever hits me. But these names were on these dogs I've been cutting out. And I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. I am going to pick one because we don't know if he's male or female, so it doesn't matter. And I'm going to pick one, and this is going to be his name or her name. We'll see in a minute. Might be unisex. It is Bella or Huana. Well, I don't quite know how to pronounce that one, so we'll go with Bella it is. Okay, come here, Bella. Or wait, what is Hyana? That is kind of cool. Hyana. But then people might not know that that's a name. Well, you do now because I'm saying it, but, you know, somebody might have this journal years down the road and be like, what's that? And it's like, it's his name. And be like, it's not even a real name. And we don't want to confuse people. So Bella it is. And go ahead and outline that so you can see it. So people know that, hey, I'm a girl and my name is Bella. Now they know. You know, speaking of that, a journal that, you know, somebody might get someday. I was yesterday at the thrift store and I found 3 junk journals that somebody had donated. And I'm like, I don't know why, but like, was it a gift? It made me sad. So I bought them. I'm like, they need a home. And, you know, whether I tear them apart and give them new life, I don't know. But I've got them here and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm like, somebody's like, a lot of work was put into these. And to just be sold for $3, I'm like, no, we're gonna do better for you. Let me see, do I have them? Let's see, here's 1, here's 2, where's the 3rd one, and here's the 3rd one. Right? If you guys are interested in seeing a flip through of these 3 journals, please let me know in the comments and I will be happy to do that. But I'm like, yeah, we're gonna give them a new life. They deserve a life. So that's what we're doing. All right, so we got that flip up. I know I had washi tape or stickers or something here that came on packages, but I seem to be losing everything in my path. Okay, well, it's probably stuck to something. And so here, this could be, you can't really see it though, but it could be a journaling card, maybe, or another pocket. You always need more pockets for stuff, right? Yeah, and then we have these little tags that I think I'm just going to, I think we're just going to pop those on. See if I have a string right here. I really do need to prepare better for my videos. Here's a rubber band. That's not going to work. Let me see what I can come up with. All right, so I found this piece of string. This will work. This was, I don't even know where this string came from, but it was in my trashy string drawer. And if it's in the trashy string drawer, that means it would have been garbage. But this little hoarder decided to save it because I can use that. And actually this will air after, never mind. But yeah, why don't we put that right, have it hanging. Go. Wasn't that fun? So I already started, I saw Lynn at a bit of Birdsong. She started an all trash journal, and so I've got one too started for after this, because this is basically anything, trash, whatever I want to do. I'm just throwing stuff down. There's this little turntable organizer I got at Home Goods. Maybe, nope, won't work on that one. What about this one? What if I did? Then we have it on both sides. Look at us laying these backgrounds down like nobody's business. Yeah, okay. I'm going to, I think I said this before, I'm just about out of this glue already. All right, another one down. I do want to add this. I like this little information about apples. Where do we want to put the information about apples? Here's my Diet Coke because I don't think we have one in there yet. And that is always a must. Wait, apples can go right here. Too much weight. Is that a pocket? No, that's a flip. Nope. Apples. Look at that's nice and bright. We'll put it right there. These guys still crack me up, and Flounder still loves those toys. It's so funny. He knows not to bite them hard enough to where they squeak because he knows it'll scare the living heck right out of them. But what he doesn't understand is when he leaves them on the middle of the floor and it's dark out, that mommy or daddy step on them and it scares the living hell right out of us. He doesn't think about that though. Yeah, we've jumped more times with those things, especially like if he gets it like under the covers or something, and like I go to sit down and they're under there. It's like, scare me. Okay, well, why don't we go ahead, we'll put this down, and I think we'll call this another episode in the whatever you guys journal. I think this will about do it for today. Whoop. Looks like that was a pocket. I had good intentions, people. Very good intentions. All right, so you just stay down there and don't be a menace. That would be wonderful and great. Take that off. All right, so everybody, thank you again for joining me in the whatever journal, playing along, hanging out, whatever you do. I appreciate it, and stay tuned for more Cora and her vintage dog snacks and more in the what. I also have another one coming up that was influenced by SuperLuckyCindy, and anybody I have mentioned in this video, I will link their YouTube in the description box below. And yeah, I think that is a wrap, my friends. So take care. Let me know if you guys want to see the flip through of these journals I bought, and we'll go from there. All right, take care, everyone. Whoops, yep, you heard that. I'm okay.